Hello, my name is Matthew Bolliard, and I'm a member and volunteer of the American Steam Railroad, and I'm here to bring you our September 2023 update. So this month we've been focusing on getting the tubes inside the boiler, and I'm here with Gordon Hartshue to explain a little bit more about that process and other things we've been going on.
Currently, during the month of September, we inserted all the tubes in the boiler, which has been a major event. We've spent a lot of man hours through the month of September to get this accomplished, and our volunteers have been a tremendous help getting us to this end. That process, we had to clean the holes on both the front and the rear tube sheets, cleaning up any welds that were used to repair any nicks or gouges in the holes, grinding those holes round again, making sure that no weld was sticking up. Went around each and every hole individually and rounded off the edges so there's no sharp edge sticking up. We have inserted all the tubes based on the measurements that we took, which included hooking the tape on the rear tube sheet, taking a measurement on the front sheet, and we added a 1/2 inch for making enough space at both ends of the tube for securing it and rolling. We've currently rolled all the tubes on the rear sheet. We've rolled about 1/3 to 1/2 of the tubes on the front sheet. We had to adjust some lengths, grind off the ends of the tubes so they all came out about the same length. And we will bead about 60% of the tubes coming out the front sheet. That will complete our September project. The next project we'll work on is right behind us in the form of the tender. Over the next couple of months, we will clean up the inside of the water tank, reinstall the oil bunker in the front, and work on that over the next couple of months. Now we'll go to our professional contractor, Zach Hall, who will explain how the rolling process is done.
So we're on the firebox end, setting the tubes at the proper length off of the sheet before we roll them. We made these gauges that are designed to space the tube off of the sheet by 3/16 of an inch. Place the gauge onto the sheet. We're making contact here and here as well as the tube is hitting the gauge. So we're spaced just about a perfect 3/16 of an inch off the sheet. We're going to lubricate the inside of the tube with Crisco. And the reason that we're using Crisco is this is a vegetable-based oil. So when we go and seal weld the tubes at a later date, vegetable oil will burn away as part of the welding process and not create porosity in the welds as to where a petroleum-based oil would. So with the tube lubricated, take our tube roller, set it into the tube, set it hand tight. With the tube roller in place, we'll take our air motor and roll the tube. So with the process to roll it, the tube roller has these pins that spin, and as the driving manville comes in here, it's pushing those out, which is expanding the tube and making a steam-tight seal against the sheet. As the roller's spinning, we're watching the material here because it is actually moving as the roller is going around. Once we see the movement stop, we know that the tube has expanded as far as it needs to and should be tight against the sheet.
So here we're getting the ends of the tubes prepped for installation, and what that consists of is cleaning about a 2-inch section off each end of the tube using a grinder with a sanding disc, and in circular motions back and forth while rotating the tube, you just sand smooth the ends of the tubes about 2 inches in until you get a nice smooth shiny finish. We're pretty much just trying to get off the lubricant and the mill scale off. And then when you're done with that 2-inch section, you take your grinding disc at an angle and then just roll it back and forth until you get a nice clean edge around the outside of the perimeter here. Then, when you're done with that, you take your file tool here and you just go in and out real quick, real lightly, just deburring the rough burrs that are on the inside of the tube. So as you can see, we've had a very productive month this month with the tube installation into the 2100. But I'd like to also thank everyone that has contributed so far up to this point for the tube installation project. We couldn't have done it without all of you guys. We'd also like to thank our host, Midwest for letting us use the space here to get the projects done. We'd also like to thank our many volunteers who come down and spend a lot of their time helping to get these projects completed, as well as our contractors who help get these things done. Thank you everyone, and have a great rest of your fall.